There are three culprits that cause progress on your creative work to slow or even stop. Everyone knows about the first two, distractions and mindset issues, but the one nobody talks about is the impact of how real creative work is defined. Give me the next 5 minutes and I'll show you why the way you define what real creative work is may be the biggest reason you're not making the progress you want to make with your creative work. I also have a resource for you, our creative work map, that gives a bigger picture view of real creative work. Drop map below and I'll DM it to you. I'm Christine Karen, founder of Good Jelly. I work with people who care deeply about their creative work and are unsettled it's not moving forward the way they want it to. Everyone knows that distractions and mindset issues can make your progress unreliable. But I rarely hear people talking about one of the biggest culprits that slows or even tanks progress completely: the way you define what real creative work is. For many people doing creative work, the real work is whatever their creative thing is, and everything else just pulls them away from that real work. So let's imagine a choreographer who defines his real creative work as envisioning the sequence of steps and then working with the dancers to bring that vision to life. Now, it makes sense that he defines it that way. Obviously, a choreographer has to create the steps and work with the dancers to make progress. The same logic holds for any creative endeavor. The writer has to write, the painter has to paint, the photographer has to take pictures. But if you want to get your creative work out into the world, there is a whole lot more work that has to be done. And if it's not done, it will negatively impact your progress. Let's take a common example that many people who have poured their heart and soul into their creative work do not like: marketing. And let's go back to our choreographer. He knows he needs to market his show, but he hates marketing and is frustrated because he wants to spend all his time working with the dancers and making sure everything is humming. So there's a battle waging inside his head around marketing. He knows he needs to do it, doesn't want to do it, and even thinks the dread marketing is something that no true artist should ever have to do. Here's the problem. Marketing is real work that true professional artists have always done. And marketing is just one example of that larger body of other work that often gets categorized as not real or not legit. But failing to embrace a more expansive view of what real creative work is causes progress to become less reliable in three ways. First, all that inner conflict tanks focus. When our choreographer is mentally spinning about not wanting to do the marketing, he is neither getting any of the marketing done nor able to fully focus on his work with the dancers. Second, people tend not to make plans for work they are in resistance to. So they create plans that create expectations that they can't actually deliver on because time is finite, and they end up spending some of that limited time on work that they didn't plan for. Third, avoiding work that has to get done often results in its rearing its head at the most inconvenient time. Something that could have been done with minimal effort turns into a heroic, scrambling endeavor to get it done on time, sucking all the energy and focus from everything else. This is why how you define what real creative work is impacts how reliable your progress is or is not. And remember, if you want our creative work map that gives a full picture of all that other work that is real, legit creative work, drop map below and I'll DM it to you.